Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left. Start your week by installing your game plan. This is the player card. Here you can see your player strengths and weaknesses. In offensive, each week you can focus. Once you've made your game plan, choose to start.
An NFC East battle right off the bat. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, an important season is about to begin for Eli Manning. His Giants get a tough test right out of the gate as they take on the defending NFC East champs, the Dallas Cowboys. I'll be back at halftime with a look around the early games. Let's get you over to Big D. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. And we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants under second-year coach Pat Shurmur. They'll be led out by the rookie, the 6th overall pick back in April out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
And everyone's going to be watching running back Saquon Barkley, the rookie sensation in 2018. He will draw all the attention now on offense with Odell Beckham Jr. now in Cleveland.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Barkley. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right, it might add a touch a little bit.
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A first down carry for Barkley. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. Now Saquon Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
I think the punter starting to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of cobbling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. And you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They start on the ground with Elliott. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. On second down now. It's Elliott. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come up to 6.
A lot of points. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. Now, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. From the 30 on second down, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. On first down, Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 17, Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and now it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing, Jones, eluding the pressure right. And it's caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He probably wants to improve how he's been playing. There's no doubt about that. But you don't want to overthink it too much and reinvent the wheel when your team's up, right?
That's so true. Because now if you're just working
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
3rd and long for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Powers through. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jones throwing complete here to Tate. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A 1st down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30. To the 33-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
Kill, kill, kill. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You're out. 6-6, pull it high. Shoot.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. They'll roll him out right. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Gorman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 17, Jones flush to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the 1st.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the stick.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Kill. 27. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 22, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Prescott to throw it. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry to try again after the sack. Jones, he's got his man. This is Tate. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
70, Indy.
Watch this.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Here's Higgins out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Gallman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Switch it.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message.
Golden Tate's gonna go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate. 69 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Watch the pass.
Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returning is Peppers. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's a look at Golden Tate as he heads back onto the field now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways down.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Rashard Higgins, 70 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Prescott now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Elliott again, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Come on now, let's go.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to... bring up fourth down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here comes Peppers. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that one pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. Back to throw. Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps. It's consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people. No errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's 3rd and 10.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. Back now in Arlington, it's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run, and the Giants have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And on the left side, he's got Witten. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
Well, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now Jones, flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards. As he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he works free. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Again, it's Barkley. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here, eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
That's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game that someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now Jones and the Giants down by 4. 1:37 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one, pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He'd done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10, but I remember it. Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. You have grades for each position. Browse available players to improve your team. This is the development traits. This player has a zone ability. This is a